Yeah. Welcome back to the Floyd and Melanie Show. I'm your host, Floyd.
And I'm your girl, Melanie.
And welcome back to another podcast. What we're going to talk about today, Miss Melanie?
This is a very serious topic, and it's kind of scary to speak about, but home invasions. Unfortunately, we've been seeing it a lot more on the news lately.
Yeah, but how prepared are you just in case of a home invasion?
I mean, seriously, I relied on you. You know, you're
Hold
the
on,
man
hold
of the
on.
house.
Hold on.
Hold on, no, you're the man of the house, so I rely on you because you're our protector. You're supposed to protect me and the kids.
You're going to rely on me, but I'm going to
Yes.
rely on you.
Heck no.
Listen, if somebody breaking into the house, I'm running.
So am I.
Where are you going to run to?
I'm gonna run underneath the bed.
Well, I'll be right under the bed with you. Rely on me. Don't rely
Yes.
on me. But listen, I'm just joking though, man. But seriously, we have to talk to our kids and our spouse in case of a situation like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You have to be prepared. You have to prepare your children. You have to do like dry runs with them because they have to know that you can trust them if something like that were to happen.
Yeah.
So what do you want them to do? Do you want them to hide underneath the bed? Do you want them to lock their room? What are your steps for your family?
Yeah, because remember a few years ago we did, well, not a few, yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We did something like that where we set the alarm for the house and we say, hey,
Exactly.
stay in your room, guys. And we're going to do like a dry run to say, just in case if somebody break in the house, what we're going to do.
Exactly.
Like, stay in your room, lock your doors.
Right.
Like, go hide in the closet, hide under the bed, whatever. Stay on the floor, lay down on the floor, and don't move or don't come out the room until we come to the door and say, listen, it's mom, it's dad. It's okay. Come outside. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you want to, you want to do it once a year, at least with your children.
Yeah.
Just so that they are familiar with, maybe something changed. Maybe you want them to do something different.
Yeah. And the first thing that you should do also is call 911.
Oh, my
Call the
goodness,
police
yes.
officers because they are there to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Especially the operator that you're speaking to
Yep.
while they get the officers to your house. They're going to give you tips and ideas on what to do as you wait.
Exactly. And if you're legally licensed to carry a firearm, get it.
Yeah.
Go in your safe in your room when you're inside your room and get your firearm to defend your life and to defend your wife and your kid's life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We all have our Second Amendment right to carry legally. So if you are legally able to do so, definitely, you have that protection where you can protect yourself if something were to happen and you feared for your life
Yeah.
and the life of your loved ones.
And I mean, I've seen on the news where robbers broke into homes and assault their victims.
Man, that is like the scariest thing. Oh, like it breaks my heart. I remember a few years ago, actually more than 10 years ago in Connecticut, where these people came in and they, assaulted the wife and the daughters and they killed them and they left the husband.
That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we should have our firearm. Like I said, my wife said, if you're legally allowed to do so,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And keep it in a safe inside your house.
Yeah.
And nobody should have the key to that safe. Nobody should have the combination to that safe
Yep.
but you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like, what type of firearm do you recommend for people to use to like defend themselves?
Well, listen, I have a 12 gauge shotgun, a Maverick 88. I have a 9mm pistol. So you could choose either or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because a 12 gauge is real good, you know what I'm saying? Or a 9mm like a Glock, a SIG, a Smith & Wesson, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are they kind of pricey?
No. Like a Maverick 88, it runs about $200 probably. When
Yeah.
I bought mine, I think I paid $188 for it
Okay.
at Academy Sports. This was back in 2016 or 2015.
Okay.
And even the Glock 19, that runs about, $600, depending on the model that you get.
Right.
Because they have the MOS mod model,
Yeah.
which is like a little bit more. I think like $80 more,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you could get firearms, real cheap. You could go to the gun store or,
Yeah.
the range or whatever, and you could just, talk to somebody and tell them what you want to buy.
Right.
And, they'll run your background. You could get your firearm,
Right. As parents, we have to think of ways to defend our children. I remember growing up as a child, I did not grow up around guns. So, as I became an adult, that whole concept of owning a gun or being around a gun was always scary to me.
Yeah.
But, you came along and you showed me, what to do safely. We've gone to the range and we've, shot a few runs
Yeah.
around, sorry.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Like they have classes that you can take
Yeah.
depending on the state that you live in. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Go online and type it online. Gun safety classes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And go to those classes. Pay. It's worth the pay to know how to use a weapon properly
And safely.
and safely. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
always treat every gun as if it's loaded,
Yes.
even if it's unloaded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And keep your finger off the trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at
There's
all
simple
times.
things that you could learn at these classes that will teach you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think every state, whether it's a gun store, I think they probably, offer these classes to people,
Yeah.
to women, to people who aren't familiar with firearms, and you want to just familiarize yourself with it.
Yeah.
Because you want to know how to handle it safely, first
Exactly.
and foremost.
I think about 2 weeks ago too, we went down and we renewed our gun license.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it took about like a week or 10 days to get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because down here in Georgia, like it's valid for 5 years.
Right.
So after 5 years, they'll send you the letter in the mail or whatever, and you just go in and
And you renew it.
yeah, I think we
exactly.
paid like $35 each.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, and but it's very important for you to protect your life, your family life. You know what I'm saying? Because these home invasions, like I said, it's serious.
Yeah.
Every time you look on the news, it's something. Like in the states, say Detroit or
Yeah.
New York or even Connecticut,
Yeah.
whatever statement, people are just breaking into homes and they're assaulting their victims. You know what I'm saying? So defend your life. You know what I'm saying? And you have your Second Amendment right to
Right.
carry if you're legally allowed to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And go get some training, go get some classes and learn your local and state laws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about safety and protecting yourself, protecting your family, protecting your loved ones.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But this is going to be a short podcast. I'm your host, Floyd,
And I'm your girl, Melanie.
and thank you guys for listening.